The end of an era.
What's he unboxing? What'd it be? I don't know. Shut up and see.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. At the very beginning of this channel, I think one of the very first unboxings I did was The Shining, the Cemetery Dance Artist Edition of The Shining back in 2017. I guess you could say it did get the ball rolling for this channel because I realized, a lot of people might not see these editions, know they exist, and I really had no one else to share them with in my house. They're like, okay, he's got a book. What's the big deal? So I had to find the community that cared. So I did. And then Suntup came along and things just sort of took off. I started doing interviews and all those things. And here we are leading right up to Jeff Con. But in a bittersweet moment, this is the final unboxing I will ever do for Cemetery Dance. And it sort of ties two ends of time neatly together, just like Jeanette Napolitano sang in that Concrete Blonde song. So I will share this book with you, and I will probably give you reasons why it's the last Cemetery Dance unboxing I ever do, because I can't help bitching. It's a heavy box, and I know it is a big book, the stand. You may have seen me unbox the gift edition already. Well, the artist edition is a step above the gift edition. I bought this book back in 2018. So when I unboxed The Shining in 2017, I may have already known this was coming, and I did order it in 2018. So anyway, I mean, this is ages ago, right? It's a long time coming, and I honestly never thought I would get this book. So I did request number 34 because my other books from the Doubleday years, The Shining, Night Shift, were both 34. This was the next one I bought. They will do Pet Cemetery after this, but I didn't buy that. So I would have gotten number 34, Pet Cemetery, had I had any faith in the business or any confidence in Richard Chismar not being an absolute dick. 34 is also my number for the PS Publishing anniversary editions. Anyway, whatever. We're here to see the book, and here's how it was packed. You might see this. This is an errata sheet because Francois Vinecourt isn't credited in the book for doing half the book's art. He's just he had some little role, and they couldn't even give him proper credit. And um, I'm the one who pointed it out to Francois, so I feel horrible because I wish he didn't know. Honestly, when I saw it and I was texting him and I'm like, you're not credited. Did you do the cover? Because you're not credited with having done the cover. And so we went back and forth, and then we discovered, and I showed him the copyright page, and he's like, wow. And they apologized profusely. They did this errata sheet, and I felt so awful because he's like, yes, they can apologize all they want, but the book will forever deny me. Think about that. He did all this work, and it's forever. The book is done. It's a printed thing. It's out in the world, and they have this errata sheet. Whatever. It's so sad. I mean, you artists and authors, they give their heart to their work, and it's more than just money. It's part of them. So yes, like I said, I will probably be sharing why I will never buy from Cemetery Dance ever again during this, and that's one reason. So there's the errata sheet, and I will keep it close to the book forever. So at least this copy will always provide testimonial to Francois' work. So yes, here is the tray case. Now the tray cases are usually really nice. I mean, this looks dinged, right? This corner looks bent a little. I mean, the tray case is there to protect the book, but we don't want the tray case itself damaged. So we need a tray case for the tray case. Yeah, and it's a little dinged there. See that? That's a ding. Okay. What's the recourse? What's the recourse? Dealing with Cemetery Dance again? I don't know. The thrust of this video is going to be an anti-commercial. Don't ever buy from Cemetery Dance. So here it is. That's Francois' work right there on the cover. They have the name, the title on the spine, but not on the cover. It is a very nicely built tray case, apart from the dings. A heavy book like that, shipped with, you saw what it was shipped in, so you can testify to that in a court of law. It's gonna, chances are, it's gonna get a ding. I mean, but hopefully the book doesn't have anything like that. I will be very upset if it does. So looking at this, this is, if you took the cover off of this book, or if you put a blank cover on it with no name, no title, and you just handed me this book and I didn't see anything, I would say this is it. This is the 25th anniversary edition of It by Cemetery Dance. It feels exactly the same. Let's see what kind of material. Is that a ding? I don't know. The book looks okay, and I'm willing to cut bait right there. If the book is fine, I'm not gonna fuss. It's a shame because they also offered remarks for the book, so you'll get an original art, an original piece of art put into the book. And I did that for Night Shift and The Shining, but I didn't do it for this one because I was done giving them money, and I honestly did not think this would ever show up. There is Mother Abigail, Francois end paper. This boils my blood right here. Oh, okay. I was a little worried. I saw pictures online of people showing their books, and there wasn't a Francois signature in those pictures, but you'll see. So this is Ned Dameron and Glenn Chadbourne. Look it down there. It says Chadbourne 2017 in Sharpie or whatever. It just highlights how long everybody's been waiting for this book. So there's the signature from Ned Dameron and Glenn Chadbourne, and my number. I got number 34, so that's all on the up and up. Unfortunately, Ned Dameron died before this could get published. How awful is that? Yeah, pretty awful. And then, so this is what I didn't see pictured. There is a Francois signature in there, accompanied by Glenn Chadbourne art, which it's interesting. So Glenn did 2 signature sheets for this, and the artist sign. That's what makes this the artist edition. Now I'm imagining it's probably the same page block from the gift edition. There's it's Ned Dameron art. There's a lot of art that Francois did that didn't make it into the book, or at least one awesome piece of Randall Flagg, just the walking dude, just his. I might, if I have it, I'll put it up. How about that? So yeah, there was a lot with this book, and the art, the delays, and all those things. Again, if you saw my unboxing for the gift edition, then I kind of went into how bittersweet this was for me. I think they did a great job on this. I think the quality is there. The paper is super thin because they didn't split it into 2 volumes. It's pretty much the same as the It 25th Anniversary Edition, even after I look at it. If I held up this alongside the It 25th Anniversary Edition, there's not a lot of difference. You could see the paper quality is about the same. The cover material on the boards is about the same. It's pretty much the same template that they used for It. They used for this. I think there's a little more, few more bells and whistles to the 25th anniversary of the edition of It than the Stand, but Cemetery Dance is way past their prime. Their days are over. This does have a ribbon page marker, and It doesn't. But overall quality is really great. I mean, Cemetery Dance used to do such great work. But here's why I will never buy another thing. They don't pay their authors. They don't pay their artists. They don't deliver for their customers. all Richard Chizmar does is spam email lists for Richard Chizmar books. The books he writes that are published by Gallery are all he cares about. Every email you get from Cemetery Dance is about how to buy one of Richard Chizmar books, one of his books, and get a free entry into a sweepstakes for something you may actually really want. He's a horrible businessman. He's a bad person. I would stay away from Cemetery Dance for the remainder of its existence. And I don't know how long that's going to be, but he's proven he's loyal only to Richard Chizmar. And once Stephen King passes, Richard Chizmar's only card, the only card he has to play in his hand, will be gone. And it's disgusting how he's exploited his connection to Stephen King to keep his Ponzi scheme going. And I don't know, and now I honestly don't care. This was the last bit of skin I had in the game. This was a $350 book I paid for in 2018. It's been delivered before they could shut her up and go declare bankruptcy. That's what happens. Dark Regions Press did it. So many other publishers have gone belly up, and the customers are left with thousands or hundreds or even just $80 worth of books they're not going to collect. And that's money they're out. Someone told me they had like $2,000 worth of pre-orders with Dark Regions Press. And when they went belly up, they're just out $2,000. So I was worried that would happen to me with Cemetery Dance, and I would be out $350. But I held on to the pre-order long enough to get it. It matches my other numbers, so I'm happy there. I got a couple of dings on the tray case. At the end of it all, I'm happy being done and at the end of it all. So do not buy from Cemetery Dance. That's my recommendation. You're free to do whatever you want with your own money. But for me, I think it's just a matter of time before they fold. And another author just went out there and went off explaining, Glenn Kirsch just went off explaining all the ways Richard Chizmar screwed him out of money. And Todd Keisling, and I'm not going to name all the people because some people haven't gone public, but Jeff Strand, Chad Lutzke, Todd Keisling, Glenn Kirsch, those are just a few of the people who've gone public with their Jeff Vandermeer. And he had some very colorful things to say about Richard Chizmar. It's all been well documented. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, you can look it up. You can look it up on my Patreon, all my previous newsletters. I usually have something about Richard Chizmar's dirty deeds. And so thankfully I'm done. I got this one. This was the last of my concern for Cemetery Dance. Now that it's on my shelf, I hope Dan Franklin and Mindy and anybody else involved with Cemetery Dance gets another job somewhere. They're good people. It's just run by a really shitty human being. And so anyway, sorry for being a bit of a downer. This channel was built to celebrate books and good authors and all that stuff. But now it's out of my system. The poison's gone. Poison's gone. Thank you for joining me this time. I hope to see you again next time. And in the meantime, stay frosty and stay the hell away from Cemetery Dance.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words